Mars.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
There are currently 99,355 candidates as of July waiting for organ transplants, 19 of which die daily waiting for the transplant, and that comes from the organdonors.gov website. The lack of available organs is a serious issue with an easy solution: you. First, we need to get an understanding of the importance of organ donation, especially for minorities, what organs can be donated, and which is needed the most, risk factors for organ failure, and how to get started if you're interested in becoming a donor. The number of candidates needed for transplants increase daily. According to HRSA, the Health Resources and Services Administration, as of 2008, 300 new candidates are added daily. And according to the organdonor.gov website, out of the 99,355 people awaiting a transplant, only 9,029 received a transplant between January and April of this year. And even worse, only 4,578 organs were actually donated in that same time frame. Minorities such as African Americans, Asian, Pacific Islanders, and Hispanics have a high need for organ transplant because of some diseases of the kidneys, the heart, the lung, the pancreas, and the liver are found more frequently in minority populations. Minorities are 3 times more likely than whites to suffer from end-stage renal disease, often from high blood pressure and other conditions that damage your kidneys. What organs can be donated? Well, glad you asked. Organs that can be donated are kidney, which account for about 76% of the organs needed, liver, which is about 16%, heart, which is only about 3%, then lung, pancreas, and intestine, which altogether is about 2% or less. Most body tissues like skin and cornea, just to name a couple, can also be donated, along with your bone marrow, stem cells, and your umbilical cord can also be donated. All that information is from the Transplant Living website, which is wonderful if you plan on becoming a donor. So, you see, you can be a donor without even dying if you're pregnant or planning on becoming pregnant by your umbilical cord. Another way to decrease the number of transplants needed is by not getting on the list. So let's go through some risk factors for organ failure. Obesity, which is when your body mass index is over 3%, 30%, depending on your size. Diabetes, and that's when your body's not making enough insulin or not using your insulin properly. Hypertension, which is high blood pressure. Heart disease or stroke. And lifestyle choices like smoking and drinking. How many of you watch Oprah? Recently, on Oprah and Friends radio show, they did a story, well, Gail, her best friend, did a story on a female named Kelly Perkins, who was the first heart transplant patient to reach the tallest peak in the world, which is excellent, being that she had an organ transplant. Oprah also did a story on a celebrity by the name of Stephen Kojo, who is a personality best known for critiquing the red carpet. He was diagnosed in November with end-stage renal disease, and a stranger donated the kidney to him, which saved his life. What do you need to do? According to organdonor.gov, which again is another one of those really good websites, give some tips on how to get started. First, register with your state donor registry, which is for us, which is Mid-South Transplant Foundation or the Tennessee Donor Services of Tennessee. Or designate it on your driver's license when you renew or get your license. Sign a donor card and carry it with you, especially if you have not had a chance to put on your driver's license, and I have some of those cards today. Talk to your family, make sure they understand the importance. We've explored the importance of organ donation, what organs can be donated, which are the most needed, the risk factors for organ failure, how to get started becoming a donor. So now I hope you have a better understanding of the importance of organ donation, especially for minorities. And I hope you're ready to take that first step by signing the organ donor cards that I have available today, which are here, and until you get a chance to do it on your driver's license.